Sorry, Jay.
You guys just talk about both of you hitting some huge threes. I know you've both been kind of struggling from 3-point and had to feel pretty good hits on the night.
Yeah, I've been struggling from the three, just getting in the gym, everybody getting in the gym, just contributing. Ortiz was in the gym, everybody, and we just came out just letting it go, and it fell in.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just I feel like we've been going real hard at each other in practice. A lot of people confidence been up from the past couple games, and we knew that we had to come out there and attack them, which we didn't do last game, and that was the big emphasis. And I feel like Coach gave everybody the confidence that we needed, said the right things. We were doing the right things in practice, and we just came out and performed.
Start with Chris Brewer. Obviously, 3-point shooting was something, a real strength for you last year. You really struggled lately. First of all, how good did it feel just to hit one?
It felt good. The first three that came out in the first half, it felt good coming out of my hands. So they got me confidence, a good big confidence booster. So during the game, I just was letting it go, and it was just falling in.
You kind of mentioned confidence. I mean, is that something that's been kind of you've been struggling with a little bit lately?
Just a little bit. It's everything just mental, really. Me coming off the bench, but now I know I could just sustain that role. So it's good. We're gonna win these games and keep building on it. Just keep building.
And then Chris, most people don't see you as a 3-point shooter, yet I've kind of seen you. I remember one time I came out of here after a game and you were down there shooting threes. Again, not something that people think of you, but that's part of your game, I'm thinking, in your head.
I mean, I'm not really a 3-point shooter. Right. I can knock it down. I got the confidence that I can knock it down, and if I'm open, I'm going to shoot it. Last year, towards the end, when I came back from injury, I was kind of timid, and I was just sticking to shooting. I think that's where a lot of teams just think I'm just a shooter, but it's really not really a offensive type guy. Just energy, little things, rebound. But tonight, I just took what they gave me. They didn't play me, so I'm not a basketball player, So.
It seems like you're doing those other things a lot better now, and how much does that feed into just you start your rebounding better, you're playing better. I mean, everything seems to be coming more natural to you. How much does that kind of feed into the confidence to just, yeah, I'm open, I can make this shot too? Yeah,
Coach always tells us when you do the little things, the shots are going to fall. When you do the little things, everything will come together. And he was right. I know I'm capable of guarding, being in 2 different places at one time, rebounding. So I just did that, and then when you making stops, you see the crowd cheering for the stops, you see your coaches telling you good stop. It feel good on offense, like, man, you deserve it. You just get rewarded.
How does it feel to get a couple in a row here?
It feels awesome. Everybody's in the locker room going crazy after the win. We 2-0, we're 2-0 really on the streak right now. So it's just getting in the gym every day, practice, going hard, and just keep building on this.
Any more questions, these guys?
Yeah, do you guys, once you guys start getting some confidence and getting a couple 3-pointers, do you feel like the other baskets that are contested or you're driving in the lane or anything, like, do they just seem to go in a lot easier once you start to get that confidence by getting the outside shot?
Yes, because Coach always say inside out first. But like today, like you said, we was hitting the threes first, so everything just came natural, came easy. So that's what we got to continue to do, like I said, in practice and just build on it.
Just one more real quick. I mean, we brought you guys in here, but I know Kellen had a career-high night. I mean, another one of those games where it was like in the first part of the year where everybody's contributed. Just talk about how everybody.
Yeah, like what I said, Kellen, Chris Ortiz, Khalik, all the sophomores have stepped their game up tremendously. We need that every game. So they told us that they're going to do it every game, so we expect a lot from them now.
I just feel like every day after practice I play Dev Manley or D-Jack one-on-one. And it's hard guarding them, so when I come out here, much easier to guard a bigger guard like Stewart, like 6'6", And when I score on those 2 guys, they like 2 of our best defenders. So just incorporate that into the game, and it feels a little bit easier. And that's what I like. I'm going to just keep doing that. Older guys getting us better. They saying all the right things, being positive. Chris Brewer leading by example. I know he's not starting, but he's the first one in the huddle. Like, man, let's go, keep attacking. And that's what we need. Just everybody's collective effort, and I feel like we're gonna get it rolling.
When you guys lost the lead in the second half, what was it that really turned it around and got you guys to get ahead and win the game?
We turned around. It was one timeout. Everybody just came together and just said the right stuff. Everything positive, no negative things in the huddle. So coach got on us. We made like 2 turnovers in a row, I want to say. So he was just getting on us, emphasizing that we need to take care of the ball. And that's what we needed to do.
Yeah. All right. Happy we got another win. And this time of the year, you're just trying to get as many as you can. I thought we played, obviously, when you look at the stats, we played very well offensively. For the most part, I thought we guarded pretty well, except for about a 4-minute stretch to start the second half and probably about the last 2 minutes of the game. But overall, happy that we won and happy with how we played. Now we got to go on the road and continue to improve.
Questions?
You kind of got back to the recipe for success.
Yeah.
Early in the year with a lot of different guys.
Mhm.
Stepping up. I know pretty much go down the line.
Yeah, and that's, you know what, I've said it. I've said it in November. I said it in October. I said it in September. I've said it in December. I've said it in January, and now we're in February. I'll say it again. The only way we win is when, basically everybody who gets on the floor contributes in some way, shape, or form. And we had great contributions from just about everybody. Not everybody played phenomenal, but everybody played pretty well and gave us something to help us win. And again, that's the only way we're going to win. We can't win. We don't have a Javon McCray. We don't have a Demetrius Treadwell. We don't have those guys, and that's fine. We don't need those guys to win, but we need everybody who steps on the floor to play well. And tonight we did.
I know the Chris has had back-to-back threes, I think twice in the game.
Yeah.
The second time being really huge because it was kind of
Yeah.
put it away.
Yeah. You know what? KB, obviously, we know he's struggled of late, especially from 3, but he's a career 40+% three-point shooter. So he's supposed to make them when he's open. He just hasn't. He's forced a few here and there. I think against Eastern Michigan, he took a couple bad ones, but for the most part, they've been pretty good shots. Tonight they went in, and as long as he continues to take good shots, and he came in early and got extra shots today, and he shot yesterday before and after practice, as long as he does that, he'll make them. Chris Ortiz, early in the season, again, he sees himself. I don't want to say he sees himself as a three-point shooter, but he wants to shoot threes when he's out there, he hasn't shot a good percentage. He makes them in practice, but he hasn't made them in games. So he's got a rule saying that you got to make 2 baskets before you can shoot one. So he had made 2 baskets, and then he's standing there wide open, and he made it. And once you start feeling it a little bit, now it's okay to shoot them when you're open. And he shot good ones, and he made them. And he played his best game. Best game of the year. I thought Kellen played his best game of the year. I thought D-Jack backed up his last game with one of his best games of the year. His stat line was across the board: assists, steals. He did all the stuff that you would expect from him. So he played both offense and defense very well.
Along those lines with Ortiz.
Yeah.
How much is it? He's doing so many other things well now.
Confidence.
And all of a sudden when
Yeah.
you're open,
Confidence, yeah, no question. Confidence plays a huge part in why you make them, and it also plays a huge part in why you miss them. So right now he's playing with confidence. He knows that we have confidence in him. He knows his teammates have confidence in him. He's been great in practice, and I've sort of been hoping that him, Kellen, Kalik, those guys, they've been playing well. But they've been playing well and having 4 points and 4 rebounds or 6 points. Like in practice, these guys have been playing well enough where you're waiting for one of these type of games from them. So I'm happy that they had it. Now they've got to build off it. Like as a freshman, when you play like that, you generally don't play well the next game. But they're not freshmen; they're sophomores. So now we go on the road, and you know what? Now Miami's gonna put these guys in the scouting report a little bit higher and going to put a little bit more emphasis on them. And now you got to respond to that challenge. So that's what we'll talk about with them in particular. Monday and Tuesday. We're off tomorrow.
When you called that timeout after the first lead CMU took, what did
Yeah.
you tell your guys in the huddle?
You know, it was more like we got to calm down a little bit. You know, sometimes I yell at them, and that wasn't a time to yell at them because the same thing happened at Central Michigan. We were up 7, and then we went from up 7 to down 8. I called a timeout, and probably up there I might have ripped them. I don't remember exactly, but I just could tell we were fragile. We needed to sort of settle down and just relax a little bit. And you can see us pressing a little bit as the lead was going away. So we needed to get our composure and, you know, and regroup a little bit, which I thought obviously we did. And then we were able to get some stops and get some rebounds and get some transition baskets and make some threes and sort of put the game away.
It's one of those years where everything, I mean, you look at these numbers and you're thinking this is a routine win, but yet.
Oh, there's no routine wins. No, there's no routine wins. And you know what? I'm just going to say this. There's no routine wins, not just at Kent State. There's no routine wins in the league. I mean, Ohio, I know this because I was with Ricky Stokes before. Ohio has won 5 games in league where they've been down double digits in the second half. That's just the nature of this league this year. You know, Bowling Green's just played 3 straight buzzer beaters. They lost to Akron. They lost to us. They just won at Ball State. That's just this league this year. I look, there's a thing called Ken Pomeroy, and of all the leagues in the country, in terms of the least amount of blowouts, this league out of 32 leagues is like 31 or 30. In most amount of close games, which is games that are under 4 or less or overtime, the league is 6th, I think, out of the 32 leagues. So this is just, it's par for the course. You're just, the talent gap's not real big from the best team to the worst team. That's one thing. And then, you know, it comes down to how you're playing in some ways. And you know, we've gone through our ups and downs, and so have some other teams. There's still some games that I still scratch my head. I can't believe, you know, that in Northern Illinois we were up 14 points with 10 minutes to go at home. You know, those games are ones that I still can't let them go. But you have to, because we got to play against Miami on Wednesday and then Buffalo on Saturday. We just got to keep trying to get better. Keep trying to get better.
You got about, I think it's 6 games left.
Yeah, 6 conference games.
2 big ones this week. You could really use wins in terms of helping your seed. Are you going to keep your sophomores in there?
Oh yeah, these guys are starting. Yeah, they're starting. I mean, these guys are starting. They played. I'm not going to take Chris Ortiz out. He just had 17. He just had a career high. I'm not going to take Kellen out. He just had a career high. But they got to practice hard, and then they got to perform just like everybody else. And nothing's guaranteed for anybody. You got to play, and you got to play well. You got to come to practice with a great attitude and practice well. And you know, I'm looking forward to seeing how they respond to having a statistically good game. I thought they both played pretty good in our most recent game against Bowling Green, but statistically, this was their best night.
Any questions?
All right, folks. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.